So this week, two things have happened, and I don't know, Ju. I feel like I'm in a season where uh, things are happening that ziko out of my control, very so much out of my control to a point that I can't even describe. Ju, Ju, I just don't know. So just this week, I had two situations, um, and I can't remember the first one, but it involves so uku like you can custom your vehicle, your number plate. Unaweza custom your number plate to a memory verse yenye unataka. So and this is how I know that you cannot make things up. Like hizi vitu huwezi me nakwambia, like I don't even understand what's going on. It's like in these two situations, the first time I was driving from work, I was lost in thoughts. And I think I was thinking a lot, and kuna hii spirit ya fear that came. And then there was a vehicle on my other side, ilikuwa kona memory verse, that was speaking exactly to the situation that I was going through. At the same moment, nafikiria, like, mimi niko in traffic looking forward. I took a picture of it, but I ended up deleting the picture. But mimi niko hivi kwa gari, I'm thinking, sometimes ukiendesha gari, you get lost in thoughts. So many things come in your mind. And nikaangalianga, just I looked on the other side, kulikuwa kuna, I think it was, I don't know, I think it was either Jeremiah, but it was speaking about fear. And ilikuwa inabonga in the way that I, the Lord, yes, I remember it. I remember the scripture. The scripture was about when God alikuwa anaambia, I think Joshua, don't be afraid. I'm not going to go with you to the promised land. Do not fear or be dismayed. God is going to go with you. But mimi mwenyewe sitaenda. And that was a scripture. So then today, this is the one that blows my mind. So I'm sitting in traffic, and for some reason there's a vehicle, and I am lost in thoughts. By the way, kesho is Thanksgiving Day. It's a day where people have, I guess they come together and be thankful. So mimi, I was lost in thoughts. I was thinking about, nilikuwa nafikiria one of my friends mwenye that passed away and other things. But mimi, my thoughts was, I was thinking about losses, the losses I've gone through in life. Mind you, there was a vehicle in front of me. Mimi hiyo gari sikuiangalia number plate, so juu nilikuwa naangalia mbele. I never thought about looking the number. It's not something that you think about. You just don't think about looking at the number plate. But Mimi, I was just lost in thoughts, and my thoughts were in the realms of, like, it ilianza na my friend, and then it just trickled down to the things that I've lost over the years. And for some reason I decided to look at, like, I snapped out of it, and then I looked at the vehicle juu nilikuwa naiangalia mbele, nikaangalia the number plate. The number plate hiyo gari ilikuwako Joel, sijui kama naisema vizuri, Joel ni Joel ni Joel ama ni Joel, sijui, pick the one that you like. So it's mi nitasema venye najua, Joel 2:25, and this is what it says: so I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten, the crawling locust, the consuming locust, and the chewing locust, my great army which I sent among you. You shall eat in the plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, who has dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be put to shame. Then you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. I am the Lord your God, and there is no other. My people shall never be put to shame. And it shall come to pass afterwards that I'll pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And also my maidservants and men servants and maid servants. I'll pour out my spirit on those days. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. And it shall come to pass that whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there shall be deliverance, as the Lord has said, among the remnants of the Lord calls. But so that's the whole gist of it. But it was Joel 2:25, and Mimi, I was not thinking about it. I decided to. I was like, oh, that's a very interesting Bible verse. Let me check it out. Like, I was like, what? Like, in my mind, like, what? The same thing is happening to me the second time. What is happening? Like, that was my thought. But man, I can explain what's going on. Like, I cannot explain what's going on. Like, this week this is the second time I have had and I know, to be honest, like I know that's that's God speaking, but it's so clear to a point that I'm like, what is going on? I was thinking about it. I mean, I was like, what the, like, I was like, the way nilikuwa nafikiria ni more like how, of all these losses nimepitia, like, I was thinking in the same line, but mi mwenyewe sikuwa nafikiria like I could see something like that. That is what shocked me. Juu nilikuwa like, you cannot even make this up. So I guess in hindsight, if you search him, you'll find him. If you search him, you'll find him. And I'm entering, I think the funny thing is I'm entering a season. The other thing, you gotta know yourself. Me personally, I have been running away from God. And every time I try to run away, signs are put right on my face. Heavy. And today that was one of those signs. That of all the vehicles that could be there, what are the chances that vehicle had the same Bible verse of the thing? And ukifikiria, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds like something made up. Mimi, there's one thing, I will never come on TikTok, Amapa, and make up a story about God, with the intents of lying. Me, I have boundaries, and when it comes to spiritual matters, Mimi, I don't lie. I know what I know, and I know what I've seen, and I I hope it's an encouragement for somebody. Ever since I was told that I have been cornered, ever since that, kuna jamaa aliniambia the hound of heaven has you treed. So that means that there's the hound the hound is a breed of dogs yenye they are used in hunting, and when they are used in hunting, they corner the animal. What that mean? They corner the animal. Mostly, they corner it on a tree to where the animal can't. The only way it has to calm down is just calm down. It has haina any other way of running away. You just have to calm down. And ever since that guy told me that, Manze, I've been having some like funny little things happen apparently. But yeah, I hope somebody gets encouraged from that. That's a promise. And one of the things in Yamina Jua that is that God does not lie. He does not lie. And so if he promises to restore those years for you, you need to believe that atafanya hivyo. Juu I have seen that in my life in certain areas where some things have been restored. So yeah.